So what empathy is, the AVR formula is acknowledge. I acknowledge that I have hurt you. I acknowledge the fact that you, the betrayed partner, is feeling less than. In other words, because of what I did, the betrayed partner is saying, well, why does he have to look at them, or why does he have to be with them? What about me? I'm supposed to be the one that's giving him validation. I'm supposed to be the one that he's attracted to. So what is he doing talking to these other people or going to strip clubs? There must be something wrong with me. That's what the betrayed partner says. So the betrayed partner needs to hear from the betrayer that he understands that this is what his addiction has caused. And the next one is verify. I can see on your face, I can see by the fact that you're angry and sad that this has really made a great impact on you. And reassure is the R in the AVR formula. Reassure her that I'm going to do everything that I can to make this up to you, to build trust back with you, to make you feel safe. I'm going to go to meetings. I'm going to work through the workbook. I'm going to go to therapy. I'm going to do whatever my therapist tells me to do. Because I have a lot of, cases where, people think that if I just sprinkle them with some pixie dust, that the addiction's going to go away, and that just doesn't happen. It takes a lot of work, but it's worth it. It's worth it, and if you people that get involved with the promises in SLAA and SA, they realize that, to me, all the promises came true. There's 12 promises of how your life is going to be, that you're going to feel secure being by yourself. Your relationship with your family is going to be a lot more authentic. You're going to learn how to be more vulnerable and speak up. And speaking of vulnerability, that's really where the issue lies in, because a lot of times we think about addiction, whether it's sex addiction or porn addiction, we think about it as outside of our relationship. What am I doing outside of the relationship? But really, there's a lot going on inside the relationship, which is addictive thinking and working through the addiction. And so a person has to keep that in mind also by saying to the betrayed partner, what can I do to make you feel safe? What can I do to make you begin to trust me again? And what has to happen is the addict or the betrayer has to become upfront and honest. He has to become upfront and honest by talking, instead of waiting for her to say, how was your day, or are you okay, or have you acted out today? The way to build trust back is for him to say it before she has to ask it.
What do you think are the, I'm just going to give you 3 most important things that an addict has to do to recover?
So 3 important things that the addict has to do to recover is, the first thing is to get honest and
admit
all the things that he did or she did.
But only with the help of a therapist.
Right.
It's very dangerous to have what's called a disclosure by yourself.
But you don't want to be disclosing all this information in private with your spouse. In a formal disclosure process, we have a therapist for both the people involved, and we prompt, as therapists, we prompt each person in what to expect, not to go into too much detail, but to explain what happened, where, with who, etc. And once that happens, the betrayed partner works on what we call an impact letter. This is how your addiction has impacted me in personally, emotionally, sexually, family-wise, etc. It's not just, like you just hurt me. And then the betrayer writes a restitution letter, which is a letter of empathy, which says, now that I know what I've done, how I've hurt you, this is what I need to say to you. And I've noticed a lot that when a client sees how much he's hurt his partner, that gets him to stop quicker, because really in addiction, we're not thinking about hurting anybody. We're not thinking about how it's affected. We're not thinking about the consequences of our actions. We just want instant gratification, and we want it right now, and we're not thinking about anything else. And that's what's so hurtful and harmful to the relationship. So the main thing is to be upfront and honest at first, disclosure with the therapist, and then working through the process of learning how to deal with triggers, with urges, things like that, how to deal with other people, how to stop objectifying and sexualizing women, all of those things. And then once you can get yourself in a good place, then you can work on your relationship.